Tim Parnell here. Gonna do a little cooking for you. It's gonna be on the Blackstone Griddle. I love cooking on this whenever I get an opportunity. I can do bulk cooking. I can do just things that I can't do in the kitchen. Chicken fried rice is what we're cooking today, but bulk pancakes, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, multiple steaks all at the same time. Just breakfast in general. In fact, I bought this to do a catering event last year where I invited over 100 people and cooked 500 eggs on here, 40 pounds of sausage, breakfast sausage, and just kind of went all out. But so I can do quite a bit on here, but I love this thing, and I just want to do some cooking for you on it today and show you how I would use it. But here's the thing: I'm making chicken fried rice, which I've never made before. Okay, but you can YouTube anything, and that's what I did here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I went ahead and oiled with sesame oil. A couple things you're gonna need: sesame oil, okay, soy sauce. But what I did with this soy sauce is I dumped it into a saucepan, filled it full of sugar till it couldn't take any more, dissolved as much of the sugar as I could, and then poured it back in here. And so it is a sweet soy sauce, okay? That's an important ingredient. I also have, okay, this is rendered chicken fat. Okay, so I can take that chicken fat, dump it into the rice. I know, it's not healthy, but it's delicious. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna put the onions on here, get them going. Okay, on the Blackstone, what I did is I'm heating up this side, and I've got this side off. It's going to be warm, but it's not going to be cooking. And so this is where I'm going to push everything when I get it to the temperature and doneness that I want. Just to make it a little easier, I went ahead and sprinkled salt and pepper on a little bit of everything. I did go ahead and pre-cook the chicken. I used chicken thighs. And when I took the skins off the chicken thighs, I put those in a skillet, simmered them to get all that fat out. That's where I got my fat from, for the chicken fat. But I went ahead and cubed up. I pre-cooked that chicken, pre-cubed it, so it'll go a lot faster on here. But I did that in the oven, salt and pepper on that, and just kind of got it to where I wanted it. And then we'll bring that in later. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the cauliflower and the broccoli. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking those now because the cauliflower takes a little longer to cook. It is denser, and so it's gonna need some more time. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that now. Okay, I'm gonna add some sesame oil. A little bit of chicken fat. A little bit of sweetened soy sauce. So I brought in a lid and some water, just filtered water, and I'm going to squirt the cauliflower and put the lid on it so it'll steam, okay? Help it cook down a little better. Give it a little softer too. So here we go. Now you don't want your vegetables to be mushy, okay? You want them to have a good bite to them, but cooked. So my broccoli looks like it's about done. Okay, so I'm gonna push it over here. Okay, my onions look to be about done as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those over. The cauliflower is just about where I want it. So where I want it is, I want it to be firm, okay, but I want to be able to bite into it easily. Okay, so that is about right. I can kind of chop them and kind of lets me know they're there. Okay, pull those over. I'm gonna go ahead and put the chicken on. I'm gonna put down some sesame oil. Lots of protein in this one. Got a lot of chicken. I've had this chicken chilling in the fridge overnight, so we're going to bring it up to temperature, go ahead and cook it through. I'm going to add some sweet and soy sauce. So this is chicken thighs. I baked it in the oven yesterday. I just did salt and pepper. Like I said, I pulled those skins off, put those in the skillet, and rendered the fat out of the skin so I can use that in the rice later on. So Charlie's right here, and he just got back from doggy camp. So he's gone through some training, and right now we're working on the place command. So he's supposed to stay right there, and he's doing a great job. So he's gonna get a little reward. Hot? It's hot. You're a good boy, though. You're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. Please. Yeah, I did forget the peas. I had those in the freezer, so these are frozen. I'm going to toss those on and get them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all the vegetables back out, mix them up. I'm going to put those peas in there, flavor them, push them off with the chicken so they're all mixed up and ready to go. Then we'll bring in the rice. Go ahead and put some water in here to kind of steam those peas up. Okay, so this is my chicken fat on the bottom. So the chicken fat is on the top. Okay, that's what this is. It melts. But on the bottom, this right here is that gelatin. It's the collagen that comes out of the chicken when you're cooking it. So it's on bottom. It's got lots of flavor right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of that collagen into those veggies. Just so you know, you don't have to do all this other stuff like this. I'm just adding it because I know it's going to taste good, and why not? Alright, so the vegetables are where I want them. I'm going to go ahead and push those off to the side. And then we're going to do the rice and the egg. So for this dish, I'm cooking in bulk. I did 4 dry cups of rice. So I'm going to do 4 eggs. I'm going to do 1 egg for every dry cup of rice that I cook into this dish, okay? So we'll have that going here in a second. We'll get the rice going, but sesame oil. We don't want that rice sticking. So here's the rice, okay? I've got it on a wax paper so that it doesn't stick to the pan. I had it in the fridge overnight, so this will make it easier to get it onto the skillet. So the real trick to this is using day-old, pre-cooked, even refrigerated rice. And the reason being is because it's going to separate. It's not going to clump up when you go to cook it. It's not going to stick to the griddle like it would if it was fresh cooked. Okay, so the rice is really going to carry the flavor, so this is where we really want to flavor this up. This is my chicken fat and my collagen. Okay, we want to get that on there. I'm going to make a spot for it on the griddle because I want it to dissolve, get down in there. Definitely want the oil. And we're absolutely going to have some more sweetened soy sauce here. I want this rice to take on an even tan color, so that's when you know you're getting to where you're about done with it. So went ahead and tried the rice. It's about right, but it needs a little bit more flavor. Actually want to cook the eggs away from the rice and then mix it all together. Now for the big mix-up. So went ahead and added a little garlic. Should have done that at the beginning, but hey, like I said, it was my first time. So I had it off to the side, chopped up, diced garlic, and so we'll go ahead and get that sauteed real quick. So when I mix all this up, that garlic's going to be mixed in there, and that flavor's going to be part of the whole thing. Alright, let's do the mix. Good boy, Charlie. So, from here, what I would do, I'm going to try the flavor. So I want to make sure that it's all where I want it to be flavor-wise, because now's the best time to add it. Only thing I really haven't added is actual soy sauce without the sweeten. Just to give it a little bit of saltier flavor, but we'll see, because I haven't added any real extra salt while I was cooking. That is tasty stuff. Alright, that is it. I got my bulk chicken fried rice. I used broccoli, peas, onions, and cauliflower. Got egg in there. I made sweetened soy sauce by adding a lot of sugar. I went ahead and took the chicken thighs that I pre-cooked, cubed them up after I cooked them, took the skins, rendered down the fat, used the fat and the collagen from the oven cooking, and to flavor my rice, okay? And then the last thing is the sesame oil, and of course the eggs. So that's it in a nutshell. I think it's pretty tasty. I think the family's gonna like it. Went ahead and made this to bulk, so I'm gonna put it in gallon baggies. I lay the baggies flat, and then I freeze those, and I can stack them up in my freezer, and you know, have more space for freezing and other things. So there it is. That's it, Arno.